All right, Oscar nominations announced a short time ago, so let's get to Richard Crouse, of course, our film critic, to break it all down for us. Richard, these come down, they do it very quickly, surprisingly. What did you make of the nominations so far? Were there any surprises for you?
Just a couple of little mild surprises along the way. Denzel Washington's nomination for Best Actor for Roman J. Israel Esquire. The Vegas oddmakers had that one coming in at 99-1 against getting a nomination. That was, in favor of James Franco for The Disaster Artist, Tom Hanks for The Post, and Jake Gyllenhaal for Stronger. So it's possible, I think, that the allegations against James Franco, which came out just after the Golden Globes, might have hurt his chances here of getting a nomination in Best Actor in that category. I would have liked to see The Florida Project get a bit more love. It's one of the best films of last year. Willem Dafoe was nominated for Best Supporting Actor for his work in that film. But every year, the Academy is allowed to nominate 10 movies for Best Picture, and every year they either nominate 8 or 9. They never fill that 10th slot, or haven't recently. And I wonder why, when you have films like I, Tonya, The Big Sick, The Florida Project, all at varying levels of popularity. The Big Sick was a big hit. I, Tonya is turning into a big hit. The Florida Project less so, but it's a fantastic movie. Could easily have taken that last slot. So I don't quite get that. Probably doesn't matter because I think The Shape of Water is going to win that one anyway. But those are my, the glaring ones that stood out for me.
All right, let's get to a few Canadians here because we know Christopher Plummer got a nomination, and I'm always just wowed by the fact that he stepped into that role and sort of did it in a few weeks, knocked it off, and he's been nominated for an Oscar.
Ridley Scott wanted him originally for the part in All the Money in the World. The studio said, nah, he'd be a great J. Paul Getty, but we want someone more famous. Kevin Spacey was riding high at the time with House of Cards being a big hit. Baby Driver was either just about to come out or had come out and become a hit. So Kevin Spacey looked like a better bet. And then when all the allegations against him came out, Ridley Scott made a business decision and said, no one's going to go see a Kevin Spacey movie right now. And in just a couple of weeks, cut him out, recast, went around the world, shot the part, got the movie together, and only missed his original opening date by 2 or 3 days. So it's quite a phenomenal thing here. Christopher Plummer, I don't think will take that award. I have a feeling it's going to go to Sam Rockwell for 3 Billboards in Ebbing, Missouri. But I was glad to see him get recognized for stepping in a very awkward situation and making something great out of it.
All right, let's get to a Best Actor, Actress, because I just want to sort of get to the heart of that before we've got to let you go. I was looking at Timothée Chalamet and thinking, God, if you're that young man, you're looking up against Daniel Day-Lewis and Gary Oldman and thinking, okay, here I am.
Well, often it doesn't work out really well when young actors win for their first or second movie. So Timothée Chalamet is a prodigiously talented young guy who had an amazing year. He's in Lady Bird, he's in Call Me For Your Name, which is what he's nominated for, and another movie called Hostiles with Christian Bale. So he had a good year. He'll have many more good years. I don't think he's going to win the award here. In fact, the only real competition here, I think, is Daniel Day-Lewis, who, typically speaking, doesn't lose when he is nominated for things. But Gary Oldman, I think, is going to win this. The SAG Awards, the Screen Actors Guild Awards, gave him the Best Actor, and it's the actors who vote for the Best Actor. And I have a feeling that he will continue that winning streak.
Richard Crouse, I got to leave it there. We're out of time.
Thank
you, sir. We'll talk to you soon.